Hey, it's Will. We're doing a little bit of a different sort of video today. It's actually a big announcement for me on YouTube. I'm going to be doing an Appalachian Trail through hike starting in probably January. So what that means is this trail runs from Georgia all the way up to Maine. It's over 2,000 miles. I'm going to be starting in Georgia in January and hiking all the way through to Maine, Mount Katahdin. And today we're going to do a loadout review of the gear that I'm bringing with me. It was quite a struggle to figure out what to bring because I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I've been on backpacking trips, but this is a totally different animal. And I had to transition from traditional backpacking gear to ultralight backpacking gear to enhance my odds of a successful trip. And that was a big process. It was expensive. My wife will tell you. she gets a little mad about the money, but spent a lot of money, and I feel very happy with where I ended up now. And I'm just gonna, the point of this video is to just announce the through hike, which I'm excited about, and to go over the gear that I'm bringing with me. Maybe this will help somebody else. Here we go. So the easiest way to do it would be just to empty the backpack out. The backpack itself is a Gossamer Gear Mariposa 60, I think it's 60 liters. I started off, I tried to get a Z-Packs Arc Haul, but unfortunately it didn't fit my body. I guess I'm a little too big for their pack, so I had to return that. And it turned out to be a blessing because this Mariposa cost significantly less. Fits me great, and it's still pretty lightweight. By the way, I'm going to put a lighter pack link at the bottom in the description of this video. So if you want to see all my gear and exactly how much it weighs, you can check that link out below. But like I say, I'm starting in the winter. So my pack's going to be a little bit heavier. My base weight is coming in at 15.61 pounds total. My worn weight, the clothes I'm wearing and the trekking poles, is going to be 5.3 pounds. The consumables, which would be like food, water, toilet paper, stove fuel, came out to be 12.66 pounds with a total weight of everything at 33.57 pounds. But check out the link below if you want the details of that, and we'll get right into the gear I'm carrying. So inside the pack, so we'll start at the top here. I have a CNOC 2-liter water bag. The primary purpose of this is when I get to camp at night. This is just going to hold the water that I'm going to use for dinner. I don't like to have to make multiple trips to the water source if I don't have to. So if it's not going to be dropping below freezing, I could leave this thing full and I don't have to go down in the morning and get water. So this is just for camp. And also it works in conjunction with my Sawyer Squeeze filter. I looked at quite a few different filters. They had the Sawyer Mini, those electric ones that emit some kind of light that kills the bacteria and germs. The name of it is eluding me right now, but in the end I just went with the Sawyer Squeeze because of the simplicity of operation and just a proven design. SteriPen, there it is. The electric one is the SteriPen, but I chose the Squeeze over the SteriPen. And then I have it in a sandwich bag, so if it's dropping below freezing, I can bring that in my sleeping bag with me at night, and I don't have to worry about it leaking water on me. But these two work together. It's a gravity filter system. The last item in this little pouch up top is my titanium spork. Out in this kangaroo pouch out front, I have my Enlightened Equipment wind shirt. It's got a hood on it. It's got a cinch on the bottom. I can't speak highly enough of this wind shirt. Weighs, I want to say 2 ounces or something, but the weight to warmth ratio on this thing is off the charts. Highly recommend it. This is also going to be my laundry shirt for for when I get into town and all my clothes are in the laundry machine. I'm wearing this. Also in the outside pouch. The outside pouch, this is kind of like where I'm planning on keeping my stuff that I need to access quickly for foul weather or to keep me warm or whatever, but I have my poncho. This is just a sil nylon backpacker's cut poncho. I like ponchos over rain jackets because it keeps my pack drier. And I've been out on the trail on days when it's just downpouring and you can just sit down on a log and basically you're in your own shelter. So you could tuck into it even if you wanted to, you know, have a meal inside or whatever. For me, I'm a poncho guy. The only issue with the poncho is on high wind days where it'll flap around a little bit more, but there's a way to tie the tail end of it to keep it from flopping around too much. Anyway, and I have some gaiters. These are the Z-Packs gaiters. You know, not much you can say about those. I hear a lot of people don't bring gaiters, and I don't know, we'll see. They might end up going back, but I figure I'm starting in January. And my shoes that I'm bringing, I don't have them out here, but they're going to be the, oh man, blanking out on that, the Ultra runners. So I figure the gaiters might come especially handy for snow days where, you know, that low running shoe isn't going to keep the snow and everything off from keeping on the inside of it. So I'll wear the gaiters on those days. And speaking of snow and ice, I got a set of Vargo titanium, kind of like little ice cleats to give you traction. If the trail is totally iced over, you can put these on the bottom of your shoes and it'll keep you from wiping out. And the nice thing about the gaiters too is that the poncho only comes down to my knee, and the gaiters kind of cover that gap up, so it keeps me drier. But even with the poncho though, I wet out. When you're hiking, you're perspiring so much that I get soaked underneath. Doesn't matter what you have, I guess, but it just does keep my my backpack dry. So that's everything for the outside of the kangaroo pouch. On this side pocket here, I have smart water bottle, 1 liter smart water bottle. That's all I got over there. So that's the totality of my water carrying ability. It's 1 liter here and the 2 liter Ceanoc Vecto. Up top, toilet paper in a plastic bag. I want to keep that accessible. I got a cotton bandana. Also handy. And last but not least in this pouch is the Deuce of Spades aluminum trowel. The other side, the only thing in this pocket here, I'm not going to take it out, but it's my Z-Packs duplex tent. I originally purchased a one-man tent, a 6 Moons Design Lunar Solo, and turned out just to be too small. I'm going to let my son use that when we start off. He's going to start with me for like the first week or two, but he can use that for a week. It'll be all right, but for spending 5-6 months living inside this tent, I just didn't want to be that cramped down. So I got the Z-Packs Duplex, which actually turned out to be a weight savings over the 6 Moons Lunar Solo, and I got more room, so it was a win-win. And inside, I should talk about here's my trekking poles. These are carbon fiber Chinese trekking poles. Got them off Amazon or something, and then I put a little camera mount on there in case I want to film myself. And then on the back of my pack, there's a sit pad that comes built into the back. I actually upgraded this. The original sit pad was foam, and this one's, well, it's probably like a denser foam, but it just goes in and out quicker and easier. Now, getting to the meat of it, inside the pack, I got my cook system, and this is the Evernew titanium pasta pots. This is a 1,000 milliliter. I'm American, you know. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's 1,000 milliliter. It's got a little butterfly handle on the end. I started off with a 750 milliliter titanium pot, which turned out to be just too small for me. I mean, I know guys do it, they get away with it, but for me, when I'm doing like a ramen bomb or you know, like one of those larger potato meals or something, this is just the right size. I don't have to worry about food falling out of it. So this is the pot I'm going with. Inside of it, I got my bandana for cleaning up. Got a little miniature ferrocerium rod for lighting my miniature, I think it's like a BTR or BTS or whatever the stove is here. And smaller fuel canister. So that's my entire cook setup. This is my junk drawer here, which is just a it's a Z-Pax Cuban fiber bag. Inside of it, I got a bar of soap in a plastic box. I know a lot of you guys prefer the squeeze alcohol. I actually, I'm not bringing that. I don't trust that stuff. I know it does not kill some of the viruses and stuff that are out there. So for me, soap and water is just the way to go as far as cleaning up. And I mean, I like to wash up a little bit too when I'm on the trail. Maybe I'm getting into too much detail, but I'm bringing soap. This is a patch kit for my air mattress, and I got a couple spare washers for my Sawyer squeeze. I have, oh, this is kind of neat. So this is a Anchor 10,000 milliamp battery for recharging my gear, and then I got this little octopus charger. So this fits my headlamp, it fits my phone. Let me see. And I also got this quick charge cube here. The little prongs fold back in so it doesn't tear up my gear, and it charges up the gear faster than the like 1 milliamp chargers. So that's the whole setup. I got this Nightcore, I think it's the NU20. They have I think it's a 20 and a 25, and the 25 was just more complicated than I needed. Like, I just need a headlamp for, you know, night hiking or finding my way around. And I actually started off with a Petzl, which is, I mean, I've been hiking with that Petzl E-Light for like, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Thing's a trooper. Weighs like an ounce. And it's great for what I did for my traditional backpacking trips, which were like, you know, 40, 50, 60 miles. I'd go out for 5, 6 days, whatever it was, 4, 5, 6 days. And the only time I'd be hiking at night would be like if I had to get out of my hammock and go to the bathroom. Well, now that I'm going out in January, I'm probably going to be having shorter days, so I had to get serious about my headlamp. So that's why I looked at the Nightcores, proven design, people like them, and I went with the 20. They were like basically the same weight. I didn't need the added complexity of the 25. So I got that lightweight shock cord option. That's my light, and it's rechargeable off that Anchor battery, so I don't have to worry about running out of juice with it. I'm always gonna have light out there. And of course I'm going to bring a cell phone. I'm filming on it now so you can't see it, but that's got a light on it as an emergency backup. Then I got some KT tape in my junk drawer. Got some spare cordage in case I want to put up a clothesline or whatever. Here's my medicine cabinet. I got some Aleve and Imodium in there. That's it. Between that, the bandana, the KT tape. If I need more first aid than that, I gotta evac. I gotta get out of there. I got some earplugs in case I'm staying in the shelter and somebody's snoring. Here's some repair tape. What's it called? Gear aid. In case I get an ember hole in my tent or whatever, you know. It's waterproof repair tape. Sticks to almost anything. Chapstick. Winter hiking is it's a necessity, and floss. So that's everything in my junk drawer. Now I get down. Well, I have a plastic bag inside my backpack, so this is I'm starting to get into the waterproof portion. Everything I just showed you was up in the top where it's not waterproof. First thing in there is my Enlightened Equipment Apex Torrid jacket with the hooded option. So far it's been extremely warm. Real happy with that purchase. And I got my clothes bag. So this is it's a combination in here right now, the clothes I'm wearing and what I'm going to be packing. The bag itself is the stuff sack for my Thermarest air mattress. So this is what you use to blow up the air mattress. Inside the bag, I got, let's see, 2 pairs of ex officio boxer briefs. A lot of this stuff I chose, like these ex officio boxer briefs, because of the fast drying antimicrobial properties that these have. Especially with the underwear. I've been out hiking where I've got, and especially in the summer where I've gotten really sweaty, and you know, if you're out there for days and days, you can start developing a rash or whatever. So anyway, anything I could do to help out with that, and fast drying, you know, that has obvious applications for hiking. And then I got this. I think it's the Patagonia long johns. Let's see if I can find the top. Yeah. So the top and the bottom are the these Patagonia long johns. So same deal, antimicrobial. Quick drying, and they got a pretty good reputation for being warm. So this is my sleep gear, right? So the tops and bottoms, and then in a worst case scenario, if it's dropped down, it's super cold out, I can actually hike in these. I'm not worried about them getting wet while I'm hiking in them because of rain, because if it's that cold, then it's not going to be raining, and I probably won't be sweating if it's that cold. So these are multifunctional. And then I have, these are the Enlightened Equipment these are the wind pants. Also super light. I want to say they weigh less than 2 ounces. But this is what I'm going to be wearing when I'm doing laundry. And if I get a day where it's wicked cold or super high winds and my Columbia hiking pants aren't cutting it, I could throw these on over the top, and like I say, worst case scenario, I can wear my long johns, but also my laundry pants. So here's a merino wool t-shirt. This is what I'm going to be hiking in. So that's going to be on my body. I got a mid-weight merino wool buff. Same deal with the merino wool, antimicrobial, and it keeps you warm when it's wet. I wouldn't say it's fast drying, but from everything I've heard, it's a safe bet. And then this is a little controversial item. So I got some, these are shower pass waterproof socks. So the rationale for bringing these, and this is like the only piece of kit that I have that is completely untested. So I have no idea if these are going to be worth carrying or not. If they're not, I just ship them home. But man, I could just visualize me out there hiking, and it's 31 degrees, and I got like some slushy, wet snow that I got to be going through all day long, and my feet get soaked and they start icing up. So that was the rationale for bringing these. You can throw these on. They're supposed to keep your feet warm and dry in precisely those kind of conditions. So we'll try them out. What else? So this is an additional layering system. This is an REI. It's basically a half zip hoodie. So on those really cold days, I'll probably be hiking in my t-shirt, this, and maybe the wind shirt. Worst case scenario, I can throw on the Apex Torrid also. Have to be pretty cold to have all that on and be hiking, but I guess it's possible. I have two pairs of darn tough hiking socks. So also wool. And then I have my gloves. So these are military glove liners. And then I also have some Enlightened Equipment rainproof mitts that can go over the top of these gloves for like a freezing slushy type day. Or you could just wear, either separate. So that's everything in my clothes drawer. What else we got? This is my sleeping bag. So it's in a Sea to Summit waterproof bag here. I also keep my Enlightened Equipment sleep booties. So these are like the Climate Shield sleep booties, keep your feet warm. And then the sleeping bag itself it's a Big Agnes, right? Big Agnes 0 degree. Let's see the name of it. There it is. The Blackburn UL 0 degree. Ooh, there she is. So that's a recent purchase. I got that because I was originally planning on taking a quilt. I have a 0 degree quilt and a 30 degree quilt. Because I'm a hammock guy, traditional camping, I'm a hammocker. So I thought that'd be great. I can use those same quilts that I was using for hammocking, and I could just transition them into my ground sleeping system. And they're the wide too. Well, it doesn't work. I flop around too much and inevitably end up with a little gap that cold air rushes into, and it's just like water filling up a boat, like a leaking boat. And I would wake up chilled, freezing cold, shivering. And I'd have to like tuck everything back under, find out where the gap was, and plug it, and then I'd go back to sleep, and I would sleep for like an hour until I woke up again, and repeated that process like 7 times a night. So that was killing my recovery. So I transitioned to this Big Agnes sleep system, transitioned back to it, because I used to be a Big Agnes user before I went to hammocking. And man, they make some high quality gear. And the beauty of them is I can flop around in it all I want. I'm not going to get any air gaps. They're warm, they're comfortable. Obviously, I'm going to pay a little bit of a weight penalty. That was the beauty of the quilt system, is that it's much lighter. But hey, I got to take the hit, right? Because I need to sleep at night. What else we got? I got my, here's my Z-Packs food bag. I used to kind of, like, I never said it out loud, but I was always make fun of the guys that had these Z-Packs food bags. I was like, really? You need a Z-Packs Cuban fiber food bag? And then when I started packing to go ultra light, my Sea to Summit food bag wouldn't fit into my backpack, so I had to break down and get one. So now I'm one of those guys, but dig it. So far, so good. And then inside of my food bag, I keep my toothpaste and toothbrush because it gets hung at night, so might as well just keep it in there. And then here's my bear bag hang line. I got some ultralight Zing It line with a little Cuban fiber bag. That's how I hang my food at night. And we're getting down to the end here, closing in on the, let's see the light. Here's my Thermarest X-Therm. It's a newer one. It's got this fancy valve on it. And we'll see how it goes. I'll be honest with you. I have concerns. Got concerns about the air mattress. That's one of the big reasons I got into hammocking, because I'm a heavier guy, so I'm like 225 pounds. Maybe that's why I'm always blowing these things out. I don't know what it is, but I always end up with leaks in the air mattress. And you know, you're out there in January in the mountains and you get a leak in your air mattress, and that can be catastrophic. I mean, that's just gonna suck up a trip really hard. So we'll see how it goes. I know I shied away from the big Agnes air pads because I was blowing those things out at like one a week. I mean, I couldn't make it through 5 days of hiking without getting a leak. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or differently than other people. It seems like I'm using it the same way they are, but I blow them out. But so a little scared about that, but we'll see how she goes. Then we got stay you know, thick trash bag, keep all my stuff dry in. And then down in the back here, I got just a little pouch to keep my, you know, whatever ID, credit card, money, or whatever I'm going to take with me. Just keep it in that. Keep it all contained. But that is it. Well, I guess we could talk about the tent. I think I got 8 stakes with it. I got 2 of the MSR groundhog, the bigger ones, and then I got 6 of the smaller groundhogs. And over here, I got my headphones inside a plastic bag. If it's raining, I'll throw my phone in there with the headphones, and that'll go in this pouch. And then generally, I load these pouches down with power bars or granola bars or whatever while I'm hiking. So I chow on that. I don't like to have to stop in the middle of the day and cook a meal, so I just kind of eat them all the way through. Gorp, whatever. That's how I roll. And that's it. So, wish me luck. Like I said, the lighter pack list will be in the description below. If you enjoyed this video or you found any value in it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm just going to tell you guys now that I'm dedicating this hike to my wife, Nikki. God bless her for putting up with me, God, the whole way through. I mean, spending the money to buy the equipment, me obsessively talking about hiking for months, and then I'm actually going to be gone for however long this thing takes, months. And she's going to be, you know, keeping the home fires burning. So thank you, Nikki. God bless you. And I dedicate this hike to you. I love you, baby. That's my gear. Hopefully, as the hike progresses, I can update this, let you know what's working and what isn't. I kind of beta tested all this stuff already, except those socks, and everything so far has really been performing well. But I'll let you know. Anyway, signing off. Thanks for watching. Almost forgot. I'm bringing a Swiss Army knife. That's going to be in my pocket. And a couple of items that might sneak into my pack before I leave would be, and I'm still like, I go back and forth, but could be a small saw. So it's a 4-ounce folding saw, and I might end up bringing a Bush Buddy twig stove. We'll see. So that's a little weight hit on that, but you know what, man? I'm going to be out there for months and months, and I'm really into bushcrafting. So, you know, it's kind of like my luxury stuff. I feel like my pack is light enough that I can afford to bring those items and still complete my hike. But we'll see.